Hey guys, this is lesson 2.7 for algebra. 2.7 in your notebooks, title it Probability of Compound Events, meaning one thing happens and then another thing happens. That's what compound is. So here is a rule. If you have a probability of two independent events, you take the probability of A and B and you multiply them together. So if I had in my closet 5 shirts and 7 pairs of pants, I would multiply those two together and I would get 35 options for outfits. So that is kind of how that works, the probability of two independent events. So an independent event are events that do not influence one another. So they're completely separate. So number 1. Suppose you roll a red number cube and a blue number cube. What is the probability that you will roll a 5 on the red cube and a 1 or 2 on the blue cube? So, if I have the red dice and I want to roll a 5 on the red, that would be 1 out of 6. I'm going to multiply it by the blue dice. And this is going to be a 1 or a 2, so that would give me 2 options out of 6. I multiply them together, and my answer is 2 out of 36. And then you reduce this, or 1 out of 18. So, number 2, find the probability that you will choose at random a U and then an I after replacing the first tile. So you have to read your directions very carefully because you want to replace the tile. So this is like Scrabble. You want to pick out a U. And then I'm going to put the U back and I want to pick out an I. So to pick out a U, there is 1 here, 1 here, and then there's no more. So that would be 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 2 out of 15. And I'm going to times that by picking out an I. And I've already put the U back, so I still have 15 tiles. And now I want an I, which there are 2. So that would be 2 out of 15. And then I multiply these together. So 2 times 2 is 4. I don't know what 15 times 15 is off the top of my head. $225. So 4 over 225. Alright, dependent events are events that influence each other. The occurrence of one event affects the probability of a second event. So this is like I pick out a U and then I keep it in my hand and then I pick out an I. So this one, you have to multiply the probability of A times the probability of B after A. So your number on the bottom usually goes down. I'll show you that right here. So, find the probability that you will choose at random a U and then an O without replacing the first tile. So, my U was 2 out of 15. Now, once I pick that U, it is gone. So, that U is gone. And now I want an O, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 14. Because the 1 is gone. So my denominator goes down by 1 number because I don't have 15 tiles anymore. I only have 14. So now I can cross reduce. So then I get 4 over 7 times 10 is 70 plus 35 is 105. 4 out of 105. Alright, suppose a teacher must select 2 high school students to represent their school at a conference. The teacher randomly picks names from a hat that contains the names of 3 freshmen, 2 sophomores, 4 juniors, and 4 seniors. What is the probability that a sophomore and a freshman are chosen? So, first, the probability of a sophomore. What is the probability that a sophomore and then a freshman? Okay? So the probability of the sophomore would be 2 out of 13. 2 out of all of those. Then the probability of a freshman being chosen would be 3 out of 12 because there's 3 freshmen, but there's only 12 students left because one of the sophomores got picked. So you multiply those together and then you get 1 over 26. So try problem 4 on your own. Push pause and then we will go over it. Okay, A, what is the probability that a teacher chooses a sophomore and then a junior? So A, probability of a sophomore is 2 out of 13. And then a junior is 4 out of 12 because the one sophomore is already picked. So, cross reduce. I get 4. 6 times 10 is 60, plus 6 times 3 is 18, which is 78. And then I can reduce this again. 39. And then I have 2 out of 39. So B, what is the probability that a teacher chooses a junior and then a sophomore? So this is flipped. So B is a junior, which there was 4 out of 13, times a sophomore, which there's 2 out of 12. So if I reduce this, I get 2 over 13 times 3 is 39. Same probability. Lastly, does the probability of choosing without replacement change if the order of events is reversed? Explain. So, does the probability change? Look at my 2 answers. They're the exact same, so it does not change if the order of events is reversed. It's the same thing. All right, that's it for your notes.